Hi everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about why I regret taking summer quarter at the University of Washington. The format of the University of Washington is run on a quarter system, meaning that there's 4 quarters you can take in order to complete your classes. Most people generally stick to autumn quarter, winter quarter, and spring quarter, but some people choose to take summer quarter as well. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all the reasons why I regret taking summer quarter this year, and maybe it will help you decide if you want to take summer quarter in the future. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to keep taking summer quarter every single year after this as well because of the way my schedule works. I'm a double major in astronomy and physics, and one of my biggest pet peeves about the University of Washington is that they don't offer certain courses every single quarter. For example, some of my physics courses are only offered in the winter and the summer, or they're only offered in the spring. This makes it very, very difficult to come up with a flexible 4-year plan. Usually you're gonna have only 1 to 3 options that actually work in order for you to graduate on time. Luckily, I came in with enough credits that allows a double major like me to graduate within 4 years. However, that means that I pretty much have to take a summer quarter every single year I'm here. Before I get into all the reasons why I absolutely despise summer quarter, I just want to remind y'all that I took all of these courses online. Therefore, my experience might be different from yours if you end up taking these classes in person. As another disclaimer, even though I personally didn't like summer quarter, that does not necessarily mean it's going to be the case for you. So the first thing I don't like about summer quarter is that it's shorter than all the other quarters. You might think that having a shorter quarter is nicer because you get to finish everything quicker. However, if you really think about it, this means that the lesson plans are squeezed in to fit into that small space, meaning that you have to go a lot faster. I already thought fall quarter moved super fast when I was a freshman, and then I took summer quarter and I'm like, what the heck is this? For this year, fall quarter was exactly 72 days and summer quarter was 60 days. This may not seem like a big difference, but in my opinion, I felt that summer quarter was definitely designed to be more sped up. Another thing I don't like about summer quarter is that not a lot of students are actually taking summer quarter, so that means you're gonna have a lot less students in your classes. This can be bad for multiple reasons. For the classes that I took this summer quarter, we never had any synchronous Zoom sessions, so I never got to meet anybody in my classes. Yeah, there were things like Discord and Slack, but I definitely felt like that aspect of connecting with my classmates was severely limited because of the fact it was summer quarter and online. Another thing I've thought about is the curve. The curve is what helps a lot of students at UW improve their grades. Especially if the course content and the midterms are super difficult, you're definitely going to want to have a good curve to help boost your grade. Let's think about this statistically. If you're in fall quarter, you're ultimately going to have more people in your classes. More people in your classes means a higher diversification of grades. This higher diversification of grades as a result of having more people in your class means that maybe you'll be able to have a higher curve that will boost your grade. As opposed to a class you might take during summer quarter where there's a lot less people and let's say they all do super well and you don't, that curve's not helping you at all. I don't have any exact factual evidence that this is actually true, but it's just something to consider. Another thing I don't like about summer quarter is that the amount of academic resources available is limited during this time. Yes, professors and TAs will probably still have their office hours, but the academic resource I use the most is CLUE tutoring. I used CLUE tutoring a lot my freshman and sophomore year, and since it's not available during summer quarter, I often felt a bit helpless. For me, I just felt most comfortable expressing the difficulties I was having and going over concepts and homework with someone who is actually a student as opposed to a professor or a TA. This is not to say that summer quarter doesn't offer any academic resources. I'm just saying that the one that was most valuable to me wasn't available at the time. Another thing I don't like about summer quarter is that there's not a lot of variety in terms of when you can pick your classes. Usually during the regular school year, you're able to have some flexibility in who your teacher is based on what time you take your class. But with summer quarter, you're pretty much given a set time and a set teacher. Another thing I didn't like about summer quarter, specifically having to do with the fact that it was online, was that I felt that the lectures were not engaging. Especially since they were asynchronous, I did not feel like I was in the classroom environment, which is the best for me to learn. In all honesty, I really don't remember much about the material I learned during summer quarter, and that's simply because I had such a hard time learning in this type of environment. It was really, really difficult for me, and just to be completely transparent, I did not perform well academically during summer quarter. However, I am curious to see if my academic results and opinions on summer quarter change once it's in person. Another thing I don't like about taking a summer quarter is that it takes away the time you could use for other things. If I had the choice not to take a summer quarter, I wouldn't, and instead I would prioritize it on doing research, having a job, or having an internship. These experiences are extremely vital for your future in terms of careers or even going to grad school. I made the mistake of doing a research opportunity with 2 extremely difficult summer quarter classes. This made me so miserable during the entirety of summer, so if I could offer any advice, it would be to not take summer quarter if you already have a huge research or internship opportunity. With these 2 summer quarter classes and this huge research opportunity and 3 part-time jobs, I was stressed out of my mind. I had to space out my time into every single one of these commitments, and so I felt like I didn't devote enough time into one that would truly help me succeed. This is simply because I put too much on my plate thinking I could handle it all, but in reality, I couldn't. Especially with things like my part-time jobs, even though those aren't mandatory requirements, since I committed to them, I kind of have to be there. You can't just push off your work shift until later, like you go when you're scheduled to work. Whereas with summer quarter or research, you can kind of vary the times you're learning the material, and this made me procrastinate, not really procrastinate, but kind of put it off to the side because I was busy with other commitments. Another thing about summer is that it's the time for many to relax and kind of reinvent themselves and get ready for the following school year. If you're overloaded with all of these commitments you have to do, where are you going to have time to make healthy meals every day, or go work out, or hang out with your friends, or do some self-care activities? There's no time. There is literally no time. Then it comes down to the really difficult decision of having to figure out where you want to devote your time to most when all of them are important. And many times, people often put their mental and physical health aside in order to complete some of these activities. So to wrap up this video, clearly I'm not the biggest fan of summer quarter at the University of Washington, and I need to take it every single year that I'm here in order to graduate on time. But I'm curious to see if my opinions change once summer quarter resumes in person, and I will be sure to give you guys an update. If you all have any more questions about summer quarter or about the University of Washington, I totally got you. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. It's JessicaStartsInSpace_, or leave a comment under this video and I'd be happy to answer. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!